Blurry camera. Hey, what's going on, guys? Spirit of Halloween here, and today I'm going to do a review on the animated flesh-eating zombie from Spirit Halloween 2011. This is a review that has been really needing to happen, and I do apologize. I know a lot of you guys have. That's basically my most popular video, other than the clown. And you guys really wanted to see this, and I do apologize for putting it off so much, but I really kind of wanted to space these reviews out one by one. But anyway, so before I just get into this review, I just want to say a couple things. So as always, if there are any animatronics you guys want me to review, leave the name of the animatronic in the comment section below. The animatronic with the most of it written in the comment section below will be the prop that I will review next. Also, if you guys haven't seen the channel update video, go check that video out. It's pretty good. And this video is going to be a little long. It's going to probably be about 10 minutes. Because there's a lot to talk about, but I'll try to get it all done within the 10-minute thing without going over too much. But anyway, so let's just go ahead and get into this review. So this is the flesh-eating zombie. Duh. So you're all probably wondering where I got this thing from, because he is sold out. Excuse me. I got this thing on eBay in 2014 for about $175, and I believe I actually got this guy pretty early. I think I got him at like 8 in the morning because I found him, and I'm just like, here, buy this before anybody else does, and I bought it. That's pretty much a brand new price for this animatronic. And I do have the original box and the instructions, but I'm not going to show them for this review just because it's in a really hard to get place and I don't feel like showing them. But anyway, so the functionality of this prop is pretty simplistic. And a lot of people think, oh, well, this is a 6-foot tall prop, it must be really complex. It's really not. This one and a few others are practically my most simplistic props. And if you look in the head, and this is early Seasonal Visions, by the way, and this is a Seasonal Visions prop. It's got the metal frame and the head and everything. But if you look in the head right there, that right there is my camera not focusing. There it is. Wait. Come on. Okay. That right there is the circuit board for the animatronic. And it really is simplistic. And there's not too many parts on here. There's not too many components. I think that right there is a... What is that? I don't know. But you can tell there's a transistor right there, and there's a capacitor right there, and it is a 100 microfarad, 10 volt, which is pretty cool. You have the eyes in there, and you have this connector. And this head is actually a hard plastic, but it can break, so don't drop it or anything. And a really cool thing I like about this prop is it comes with one of these really good, nice adapters that you really don't find on animatronics. Well, at least you didn't find on animatronics. So that was a pretty good rarity right there. Oh, my camera. It's blurring out. I'm sorry. There we go. This is the motor here, and this is just the cage. Inside here, there's the motor that this uses is a it's one of those synchronous. It's one of those AC motors that when you plug it in, I can get the cord here. That's the plug for the cord. But it's one of those when you plug it in through here, and then the power goes through the thing right here, and then it goes to the speaker right here, and then other parts. Really simplistic mechanism. It's really just a motor with a bar coming out and then coming up, and then you have the head turning bar right here, which goes up to right there, but you have the head turning bar right there, connects to this one, and these actually, you can, if you take this cotter pin out right here, you actually can adjust the head throws to see how far the head turns, so that's pretty cool. You don't see that much anymore. And it's the same thing with the waist action, is you can take this off, or you can take the cotter pin off, slide this off, and then you can adjust the movements. And I actually had adjusted it before, and I had really adjusted good to where he's moving quite good. Excuse me. I just had dinner. And also a really cool thing, this is all metal, by the way, The only parts that are plastic are the hands, the head, both hands, and the shoes right here. And the shoes aren't that bad. They're kind of a thin, tinsy kind of plastic, but they're not too bad. And the shoes are actually really well detailed. There's actually like laces in there, and it's pretty good. This arm is actually a latex, which is pretty good, and it's actually a pretty good latex, and it's really good detail. This is actually one of the better. I wish they sold these separately, because this is a really good arm. And so the function of this guy, like I said, is very simplistic. There aren't any motion sensors, well, there aren't any sound sensors or timers or anything like that. There's basically the light sensor right here, and then you can attach a foot pad jack or a trimmy button jack, which this jack's actually a little loose. I need to tighten that up a bit, but you can attach that to there. The wire count, and this is something I actually look for on props, because sometimes if the prop is really complex, it just doesn't work out. But here's the speaker, and here's the base it sits on. It's amplified because it's sitting in a hollow cone, pretty much, or tube. So that's pretty good. It's foot pad plug. Here's the other connector, yet again, really nice. And the wires, basically, so you have two wires for the speaker. You have the 4 wires coming from the motor, and there's actually a little board down in here that actually I guess regulates the speed of the motor or something like that. Another thing too, if you have this prop and it doesn't move anymore, open this box up, check the motor out, and see what you can do. There aren't very many surface mounted parts. There's a lot of like parts like the bigger stuff mounted on here, so you don't have to worry about like any little micro components or anything like that if you need to fix something that's soldered. So you have the two, so anyways, I keep rambling on, but 2 wires for the speaker, 4 wires for here, so that's 2 yellow, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have the 2 for here. And then you also have the wire in for the power. And yet again, really simplistic prop. I really can't stress that enough. This is a really basic prop, and it's really good quality too. Like I said, everything is metal, and it's not the thin kind of cheap metal. And the welds on here are actually pretty good. There's not like a little dab of like a weld. It's actually pretty good. Really strong metal. And I just don't see any of it. And it's actually, some of it's already oxidized from being out. And none of it's broken. Quite surprising. I thought something would break by now, but you know, really good metal parts. The poles, a lot of people, including me, rag on this, but this prop comes with screws that screw them together, and it's kind of not a good system. And I'm kind of glad they switched it over to like the new tab thing, but this guy has screws. There actually is one other prop this year that comes with screws that's new for 2017. That's the Hazmat Zombie, and I will get that guy and I will make a review of him, but I'm not getting him just yet. The clothes are very tinsy and cheap, and you can see through them pretty well during the daytime. It's early, it's Spirit Halloween clothing, so what do you expect? The base, really thick metal. Yet again, I don't see any of it wearing out, and it hasn't yet. And I guess if it would wear out, it'd be really easy, like JB Weld, because really there's not a lot of stress. The only stress you have here is really this bottom part, but this is so nicely welded down here. I don't ever see that breaking off, and I like how they actually did include springs with this guy to kind of counterbalance everything and keep it all in good check. But this does come out. This is really hard to get out, and I don't feel like taking this cotter pin out because it's really well oxidized or rusted on there. I don't feel like taking it out and all that other jazz. This little piece of cardboard has just on here. I just didn't have taken it off yet. Protection for the wires, so I'm gonna pull them out and then I'm gonna go in and solder them. So I think that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. I covered the quality. You know what? I haven't covered the detail. 100%. Very good. This limb has a lot of good detail. I mean, look at that. That's a real arm. And it's actually pretty well sized to my hand. Pretty well sized to my hand, this arm. And these hands are really big. This is like my dad's hand. My dad has like banana hands. He's like, this is big right here, so really good, really realistic. And the head, yet again, is really big and really realistic too. And the detail on the head is just incredible. And if you guys haven't noticed, this is actually the picture I've used for the icon for my channel. Look at that detail. Really good. Not a whole lot of these guys around, so if you see one on eBay for a decent price, and I will cover that, definitely pick it up. And there's not too many wires in here either. You have the wire pack, the 2 wires for the sensor, or for the foot pad jack, and then the 2 wires for the speaker, excuse me, and then the 2 wires for the eyes, and the 2 wires for the motion sensor. I mean, very simplistic prop. So, and the connectors are really good too. Alright, well, I believe that is everything. I can't think if I forgot anything. I've covered the quality, the detail, the functionality, and all that good stuff. So, I guess the ratings, or I guess the recommendations, rather. So, would I recommend this prop? I would say absolutely. I would absolutely recommend this prop. I would say it's a must-have prop for any haunter that really wants to get into some of the older spirit stuff, or even just like zombies. This is a great prop. However, this prop does come with considerations, and that being if you can find it. So I unfortunately, and I did check eBay, I was not unfortunately able to find this animatronic on eBay. You can really only find this guy on eBay sometimes, but he does pop up, so don't worry about him not ever popping up. So what would I rate this guy at? I would rate this guy at a 5 out of 5. I would say everything is just spot on and perfect. The quality is good. The detail is good. There's not too much plastic. I have heard of this guy wearing out and being faulty, but there is a way to fix him, so that's really good. And there's no like surface-mounted micro parts, and that kind of is really good too. So there's not a whole lot going on here. And, you know, just the metal and everything is just great. If you were to buy him, I'd probably say eBay would be your place to go. And how much would you pay for this guy? I would pay probably brand new, working, comes with box instructions, $200 at the minimum. If he's not working, and if he's just kind of in poor condition, he doesn't come with everything, I'd probably say, depending on his condition, 100 to 150, based on if he's broken, if he comes with everything, and all that. Okay, so I believe, like I said before, I believe I've covered everything. If you guys did enjoy this video, smack the like button. This is the first video I'm saying that. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. If you're new, subscribe. And I'm really sorry for not posting these videos sooner, but I wanted to get other videos out of the way. So I hope you, like I said a million times, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.